Hi, Sarah Pacaro here with Rewrite Your Life, helping people heal from toxic and unhealthy relationships with rapid transformational therapy and inner child healing. Today I'm going to talk to you about 5 ways the narcissist is scheming to destroy you right now. So, you may have been raised like I was to believe that people are inherently good, and I truly believe that they are, except for when it comes to narcissists. They are different, and they are extremely, extremely good at making you believe that, yeah, there's something wrong with them, nobody's perfect, but that they're on the mend, and they're working on it, and they will treat you better because you, thankfully, came into their life and made them realize by this divine epiphany all the areas where they need to heal and grow. And thank goodness that you did that, right? You made them realize how much that they need to change, and that you have put up with everything. So, oh my gosh, thank you for helping me realize that. I'm going to go to counseling. I'm going to get better. I'm going to turn my life around for you. You may find that you're struggling to detach from them. You may find it hard to resist the hoovering techniques and get fed up with yourself for the number of times that you have forgiven them. Because I know when I was in a relationship with a narcissist, it was in the millions. I felt like that I bought into it, forgave them, let him back in, and that, okay, this time's different. With the crocodile tears, this time is different, Sarah. Well, what makes it different? It just is. It just feels different. I've never felt like this before. So today we're going to go over 5 schemes that the narcissist is using with you. Okay, so first one. Their last hoovering technique was successful. You let them back in. And now you are just so blissful. You're on cloud 9 and you're rekindling your love with them. And you are back to vowing and devoting, your unending devotion to one another. Maybe you're even planning for something special, like a holiday or a special occasion is coming up, maybe a birthday. You're planning this future trip, maybe even talking about getting married again. So you're starting to talk about all these plans for the future. What this does biologically, it pumps massive amounts of dopamine into your brain, and dopamine is that feel-good love hormone. So it chemically alters your brain. And they may not know this logically, but they're doing this because they know this. So you start to feel ecstatic, you start to feel in love, you start to feel happy again, which is what you want. Everyone wants to feel happy. But this is part of the scheme, this hurt and rescue mission. So they hurt you, and then now all of a sudden they're rescuing again. And thank goodness. So they may have hurt you by using the silent treatment, stonewalling, gaslighting. Maybe you recently discovered an affair that they were having, and they're just waiting to push you off that cliff again. And then they can come rescue you. Oh my gosh, I didn't mean to do that. I'm sorry. I'm going to work on it. It's going to get better. So this is all part of that cognitive dissonance and the trauma bond that happens after you let them back in. You need to prepare what's coming next. So the second thing is, maybe you recently found out they were cheating. You caught them, you have all the evidence in the world. You know what? It doesn't matter. Even if you present it to them, you're still the crazy one. Or they suddenly disappear off the face of the earth. This used to happen with my ex. I would present evidence. I had a woman mail a letter to my home, just condoning her love for him. Showed him the letter. What is that? No, that's not for me. Even though it was addressed to him, had his nickname that everyone calls him, and mailed to my home. They will still deny it, even when the evidence is literally and physically in their face. So guess what happened next? Disappear. Didn't hear from them for weeks. So they will do this, and that whole time that they're gone, that they disappear, you obsess about them 24/7. You obsess over the reasons why they cheated on you. You feel so unattractive, so uninteresting. You better believe I went down that damn rabbit hole of like looking at that girl's Instagram, comparing myself to her, judging myself against her, and saying all the ways that she was so much better than I was. And you begin to then idolize this narcissist. And all start scheming all these ways that you are going to change, whether it's physically, you're going to change your personality, you're going to stop doing all the things he wanted you to stop doing, or start doing all the things that he said you needed to do, just to get them back. You beg, you plead, you apologize, and try to get them back, and try to get it so that they never leave you again. What this does is triggers deep, deep abandonment wounds within inside of you. You start to feel that something is wrong with you. So it's like this pick me dance. Even if you know they're still engaging with the other woman or the other person, your abandonment wounds and self-esteem are shot. Like they're completely triggered when this happens. So you may fall into a deep, deep depression or anxiety and start thinking of all the things that are wrong with you. So this is that second scheme. The third one, if you're married, the topic of divorce gets brought up. This happened in my first marriage, and they are so kind to write up this agreement. And it appears as if in this agreement they're being very reasonable with you. And they will tell you, my ex told me, we don't need a lawyer. I want to do this amicably. Of course I was in love with him. We had been married for years, and said, okay. And they make it seem like they're playing fair. They don't play fair when it comes to divorce. They will call you greedy. Mine, of course, didn't want me to work because he was going to take care of me. So they call you greedy. They call you a gold digger. When you want something from the divorce, and they make you feel that you're worthless for having not worked, or if you have children, for being a stay-at-home mom. And then, or maybe they discover this divine epiphany that, oh my gosh, you know what, I don't want to divorce you after all, because they realize how much they're going to have to give up of theirs and give it to you. So they're going to stay married and say that we're going to work on things, yet they're going to go out and continue to do all the things that they're going to do. So that's the third scheme. The fourth one is they butter you up to enter a venture together. My last narcissist did this, and getting me to help him start his business. He didn't have any funding. Of course, they're horrible with money. They have to manipulate things. So they want you to go into a business together or open joint accounts, maybe buy a home together. Mike still tries this. Oh yeah, we're going to get this home together. No, we're not. I've healed. We're not getting a home together. But they try to scheme you into getting into ventures with them, whether it's a home. And what they do is they try to get everything in your name. So they get you to be responsible for it, you to pay for it. I've even had some clients that I work with that their ex-narcissist will take out a second mortgage on the home for them, and then they take that money. So they do all these things underhandedly. So that's the next scheme. Watch out for that. And then the fifth one, just when you think that you have made the narcissist happy, they pull that rug out from underneath you. The biggest indicator that they have won is that you are completely consumed with entirely making them happy. Your life has become that. And from the very beginning, they have groomed you to relinquish anything that makes you happy, whether it's what you wear, whether it's what you eat, the way you dress, any interest that you have. So many women that I work with have lost their love for things they used to do, like art, painting, music, gardening, being outside, being happy with their kids, and just being present with their kids. So they do this. They take you away from who you truly are. They try to change your personality, every aspect of it. Anything that makes you happy, it just seems to like slip through your fingers like quicksand. So they are doing this from the very beginning. To achieve this priming, you start to anticipate their every need, their every mood. Like if they're gone, oh my gosh, what kind of mood are they going to walk back in? What time are they going to come back home? This feeling of walking on eggshells all the time. And you stop caring about your life, your plans for the future. I find it so disheartening when I ask women, what is it that you'd rather have instead? What do you want? And their response is, I don't even know. You've lost yourself so much in this relationship with the narcissist. Your plans for the future, your dreams, your goals, maybe even your career have gone out the window. All you care about is that you appease them and you win their approval. And what this feels like is that there's goalposts and you're trying to make this goal. Let's use football for analogy. You're trying to get the football in that goal, and then just as you kick and you're like, oh, it's going in, boom, they move the goalpost. So it becomes impossible for you to make the goal to ever win. It's a no-win situation, and it's frustrating. It's all part of the manipulation, the trauma bonding, the gaslighting, the hoovering, the love bombing. What this does is allows you, or causes you, to rely completely on them to figure yourself out, to see what you want. They're going to tell you all the things that are wrong with you and the ways to fix it, and then you go to them. So you become their supply, and they take away any other resources that you have to healing, whether it's friends or family, and destroys your mental health, sometimes even your physical and financial health as well. So, first thing, get out. If you're not out already, get out. Second thing, I'm going to come hurt you if you just start trying to date again prior to healing yourself. All you will do is attract another narcissist. I can assure you I've been there. That's what led me onto this journey to healing. So please, 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 work on yourself. Heal those inner wounds that you have that attracted you to this narcissist in the first place. Those abandonment wounds, those not having belief or confidence in yourself, not feeling that you're worthy and deserving of anything better. Spend time there, healing your inner child, healing all of those wounds from your past before you move on. That is the only thing that will get you to where you want to go, to be in a loving and healthy relationship. So if that's you, I hope that these 5 schemes of a narcissist have helped you maybe realize where you're at in this journey, and reach out if you are looking for help to healing, breaking those connections and breaking those chains. That's what I work with people with, and I would love to help you on that journey. You can click on the banner and schedule a strategy call, and we talk more about that. Thank you guys, and have a wonderful, beautiful weekend.